Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is for motivation, for encouragement, and also to give out information. Basically, I'm doing this channel because I moved from Ghana as a nurse to come and work in the UK as a nurse, and I've always been getting people asking me, how did you do it? And when you tell people, oh, it's online, you should check, it's so difficult to understand what's online and what's actually on the ground. And so I decided to make this channel to help everyone clear every doubt and difficulty, and also to encourage you that you can do anything you want to do in life, not just coming into the UK or working as a nurse or anything like that. You can do anything you want to do. And so basically this channel is to give you everything you want to know about UK as a nurse, because that's who I am. I am a nurse. I can't give you anything else I'm not, but I can also give you some tidbits about how to live life in general. And so that's why I make this channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to come and work as a nurse in the UK. It can apply to anyone in any part of the world, but you hear me say Ghana, Ghana, Ghana all the time because I'm a Ghanaian and I came from Ghana to work in the UK as a nurse. So it's more going to be stationed to Ghana, but I think it applies to almost any part of the world, because with the nurses I've met who are also coming from different parts of the world, it's basically the same thing we all went through. It has a few differences with different countries, but I think no matter your country, this will give you a fair idea of how the process is like. So to start off, if you want to work as a nurse in the UK, first and foremost from Ghana, you have to be a registered nurse. So you have to have a PIN, as you call it in Ghana. You have to have a PIN and also be in good standing with NMC Ghana. So when you have a PIN in Ghana, we have two types of nurses. We have the registered nurses who are either diploma students who graduated with diploma or who graduated with a degree. No matter what graduation or what qualification you have in Ghana, so far as you have a registered nurse PIN, whether you did a diploma or you did a degree, they accept it in the UK. Even though in UK they don't have diploma nurses, but if you are a registered nurse in Ghana with a diploma, they will still take you as a registered nurse in the UK, and you're not going to be treated as like a second-hand nurse or anything of that sort. No, you are equally a band 5 nurse. In fact, in Ghana, a diploma nurse is a staff nurse and a degree nurse is a nursing officer. In the UK, when you come in, so far as you're a registered nurse, you are all band 5s, and that is a staff nurse basically. So everyone becomes a staff nurse from the very scratch. So whether you have a degree or a diploma, you can still come to the UK and work as a nurse. You don't need a working experience, and formerly you had to have 1 year working experience, but now you don't need any experience. You can just, right after having your PIN, you can come to the UK and work. But there is also a caution over there, because in Ghana, usually the diploma nurses are state sponsored, so government sponsored your education. Yes, I know you will say you paid school fees, but usually you sign a bond in the first year to say that you are going to work in the country for 5 years. If that is the case, then you will have to pay something before you are allowed to come to the UK to work as a nurse. But if you've passed your 5 years and you are already working for so long, you can always come in at any time. So that said, if you have your registered nurse PIN, then you are good to go. First, you want to start off with writing IELTS, which is an English exam, which is approved by British Council, and that is what is required from the NMC UK here. So you write an IELTS test, which is English. So the IELTS have different types, but you want to do the academic version of IELTS. So you can write IELTS academic or IELTS UKVI academic. They are all the same. I think just that the UKVI is a bit expensive than the IELTS academic, because formerly when you were coming into the country, you would have to use your UKVI IELTS to come into the country. But now things have really changed. You can just use your IELTS academic alone to process your visa. And so it doesn't really matter which IELTS you write actually. Whether it's UKVI or just IELTS academic, they still take any. So now it's more easier and much cheaper. So if you're able to write IELTS academic or IELTS UKVI, whichever one you are able to write, and you pass, that is it. You just use the same thing for your visa. So in your IELTS, you want to get at least a 7 in 3 of the models and 6.5 in writing. But if you make your target as 7 in all the models, then you are good to go. So we have writing, we have speaking, we have listening, and we have reading. Those are the 4 models you are going to write in IELTS. And with each of these models, you have to get at least a 7, and it's always marked over a 9. And so that's a pretty high score, but it's achievable anyway. So you get 7 in listening, 7 in reading, 7 in speaking, and at least 6.5 in writing. Then you've passed the requirement for IELTS for the NMC UK. Make sure you pass this before you move on to the next stage, because sometimes you get caught up in trying to figure out how to get back and get IELTS done, and before you know, years are going and months are passing by. And you know, with even this pandemic, it made a lot of people like go into having to start all over again, because years are coming like passing, and the IELTS is only valid for 2 years. So you have to make sure all that you are doing it in good time, and you are learning and making sure you are passing all the required exam. So after your IELTS academic, you want to now go into writing your CBT. So CBT is just a computer-based test, but it is a nursing test, so it's pretty easy because it's something you are used to. It has also a bit of a twist to it, because you will be tested on nursing in the UK other than nursing in your own country. So you have to learn a few things about how the UK works and what policies and like codes and standards that they use. So their values and all that, you have to know all that. I'll make a video about that one too. So I'm going to make a video about IELTS, I'll make a video about CBT and how to pass and all that. So after you've done your CBT results comes out as either pass or a fail. So it doesn't tell you your percentage, it doesn't tell you probably you got a 99% or no. It just tells you whether you've passed or you failed. And it is almost like an instant thing, because it's computer based. Immediately you log out, it's done. Your answer, your results are already ready. And so in Ghana, usually you write your CBT in Pearson VUE office, which is in Total House in Accra. Whilst the IELTS, they have other branches in other parts of the regions, but I know you have to write it in the British Council of whatever region you are in. Yeah. So, but if you are choosing to write IELTS UKVI, that one you have to go to Accra, I think, because they don't do it anywhere else. So you can just do IELTS academic, and that will be okay. After you've got your CBT done, then you want to register with NMC UK. So registering with NMC UK it's not that expensive. It's more about just putting your details in there, because even that same registration will be the same thing when you use when you come in as a registered nurse in the UK. So you sign up, register yourself on the NMC UK platform, and it doesn't come free. You have to pay something small, I think about £45 or so, to get your registration with NMC UK done. So when you've done your registration with NMC UK, whilst you have your IELTS and your CBT which you've passed, they will ask you send in a proof, and then they will say you are ready to go and write your CBT. So I think you do that after the IELTS, then you are ready to do the CBT. If you are able to get all these done, you send them over to NMC UK, and NMC UK will send you some documents where you have to take to your school, your workplace, and also NMC Ghana. So if you are not working, it's not a problem. It's just about references. So even if your tutor or anyone in school can reference you, that is okay. And you can have also a personal character reference, and so you can use that one too. So if you are not working as a nurse, it's not a big deal. So far as you have your PIN, that is the most important thing. So when you get that done, you have to send all the documents back to NMC UK. It's your school, NMC Ghana, those things, they've been doing it all the time, and so they know what they have to do. And it's not free. Any signature anyone puts on those documents, they take money from you. I think apart from your referees, which are your friends usually, they don't take money from you. But apart from that, the rest, your school, NMC Ghana, Ministry of Health, if you are working under Ministry of Health, or whoever puts a signature on that form takes money from you. So you have to just be prepared to spend a little more whilst getting this document signed off. So when it's signed off and everything gets to NMC UK, they give you 30 to 60 days. So they tell you are in a queue. Now the queue is very fast, because formerly it actually took 30 to 60 days to actually get a response, but now it takes less than even 30 days for people to get a response. So you get a response, and the response is in a decision letter. They tell you they've decided you are fit to come into UK to write your practical exam, which is the last and final exam. So your practical exam is called the OSCEs. So you come in to write your OSCE. But before that, when you have your decision letter, that is a very good, like, now you are almost in the UK. But before that, if you want to come to the UK on your own, it's going to cost you a lot of money, because just registering for the OSCE is £999, which is almost like £1,000, very expensive. So what you intend to do is you get an agent. Agents are all over the net, but you want to know which one is the best. And so I'll also make a video talking about agents and the contracts they give. Usually you get a contract where everything is paid for, your visa, your flights, and 1 month accommodation free in the UK. And also your OSCE training is paid for. And that puts you under a bond sort of in the UK. So you have to say probably you're going to stay with the hospital for 2 years, you're going to stay with the hospital for 3 years. Other than that, if you are leaving before that, then you have to pay back all that they've paid for you. Yeah, sometimes you can work so hard you can pay them back. Other times you just don't want to waste such an amount, so you just stay with them. So yeah, and also after you've got an agent, they book an interview for you, so like a job interview. So in this interview, it's usually a Skype interview or a video call, because you can't just get a visa to come to the UK for an interview, which it's not done. So you do a Skype interview. It's not a face-to-face interview, and it's usually not a telephone interview. Usually it's a video call, a video interview. So either Skype or any other video platforms. Now we have Zoom and all that. So now there are pretty lot of video like calling apps available, but formerly it was just Skype interview. But so you just have to just try and get a Skype account, just in case you are going to use a Skype interview. So when you do this Skype interview, it's not a difficult interview at all. It's just like talking about yourself, where you are working in your country, so they know where exactly to place you. Are you in surgical? Are you in medical? Are you in theaters? Yes. Are you in NICU? Are you in pedics? They just want to know where you are working. They want to have an idea of your experience and then to place you. So for instance, you are not working, you've never worked before. Yes, they are still taking people without any qualification, without any experience at all, but you have your qualification, isn't it? So with this one, your interview usually goes like, what do you really want to do? Where do you want to be placed? So you have to say your interest or where you see yourself in the next 5 years. What do you want to be in nursing? Do you want to be a pediatric nurse? Do you want to be, you can't be a mental health nurse here, because for mental health nursing here it's more like a specialty. And so I don't even know how mental health nurses in Ghana come to the UK to work as a mental health nurse, unless you're coming to work as a general nurse. That will even depend. That is those who have done the general nursing degree from diploma. So it's a very bit it's very tricky when you are coming as a mental health nurse. So I don't know much about that, but from all my research, it's so like impossible to come in as a mental health nurse and work as a mental health nurse here. You can come in and work as a general nurse, but you can't work as a mental health nurse. Almost all their mental health nurses are trained here. So for general nurses, yeah, if you're a general health nurse and you've not been working, you just have to tell them your interest and then they'll place you somewhere. You don't need the experience actually. And also when they give you the when you get the interview, it will tell you whether you've got a job or not. So if you've got a job now, you sign contracts, you say that yes, you've accepted and you want to be work with that trust or hospital or care home. It's a lot of places you can actually work, so it depends where. I'll make a video to tell you the difference, like the pros and cons working in different sectors in this country. But basically it's still nursing you are doing anyway, and it's actually your preference. You don't have to necessarily do exactly like someone, because your own preference is different from the other person. So yeah, that's what you do. Then you get the job. So when you get the job, it makes things very easy and it's less on your pocket too. So the hospital takes care of everything, your visa, flight, everything. They will take care of it. If they don't even take care of it and they tell you to do it yourself, immediately you come, they reimburse you. So, and it doesn't even take a week for them to reimburse you. They really give you the money back, or whatever you've spent. So they give you back. So it's either they do it for you or you do it and you come here and you take your money from them. So now when you have the job, you just get your things ready to go to the embassy. You get your visa. Then you come to the UK. When you come to the UK, normally you either work on the ward or you don't go to the ward at all. You just practice for your OSCEs. That is the practical exam. So when you are doing the practical exam, it's usually about skill stations and observation, planning, just like nursing care plan. Yeah, so that's how it goes. You are actually taught everything that is going, like you're going to get in the practicals, which is your OSCEs. You are going to be taught everything. The hospital teaches you what to do and what not to do, and also you just have to pay attention to little things like explaining procedure, giving side effects of drugs, pinching skin when you are giving suck cuts, like stretching the skin when you are giving IM injections. Those petty things are things that they actually take into consideration. After you've done all that, even if you are not successful, now it's pretty easy, because they are going to give you every little detail you missed out, like why they failed you. They are going to tell you everything why they failed you, and so you get an upper hand. So you know why they failed you and you are able to correct your wrongs, and then you go in for the second time and you definitely pass. So normally now the practicals, at most people write it twice. That's all. You don't go beyond 2 times, because they always tell you what you went wrong, and they tell you what you did wrong, and they will always give you the same scenario, the same thing you did wrong. They're going to give you the same thing, and so you just have to write your wrongs the second time. So after the OSCEs, then you go in for your PIN. Your PIN, you don't actually do any big thing. It's just an online. You just send in your online, because they are going to send you a letter to say that, oh, congratulations, you've passed your second, and do this to get your PIN. And so they just send you your PIN, and then your journey in nursing starts in the UK. So that is basically it. It's not a difficult process, but it's always pays to get someone to just hold you through the process who has been there, and it makes it quite easier and also less stressful. So that is the end of this video. If you have any comments, any question, just put it in the comment button. Remember to subscribe to this channel and always click on the notification button so that when new videos are done, you're able to get it on time. And also just let me know, just get in touch anytime you need any help. I'm always there for you. And always remember that God loves you. Thank you.